Hello. I know it's been a while, so let's get back into it, shall we? And let's review Power of the Primes Deluxe Snarl. And he's got the shield thing stuck on the peg hole in the side of the hip. And the sword. The sword's weird. It's actually got a flat connection. Can you see any of that? Yes, right, okay. Now got a flat connection, which means it can either just about fit in there because it's wide enough, or it can actually fit into the hole for the ball joint, that little groove there. So I don't know why they did that, but other than that, it is exactly the same sword as Swoop. But it's just clear, bit weird. Fine, we'll let them off. It's fine. It's all right. And we'll take this off, and I think this peg is, because for some reason it's slightly like plus symboled. Yeah, there are actually divots around it. I don't know if that makes it a little bit loose, because it doesn't fit amazingly well. But that's about it. But they're the accessories, and no one cares about the accessories. Let's bring this camera down so we can have a look at the main event. Now, V-Gamer, bless their little socks, actually asked me specifically, between this one and Sludge, who do I prefer? You know, which one's the best? I think by default you've kind of got to say Snarl. Although I do really like Sludge. Let's bring him out. I do genuinely really like Sludge. Now I've had the time to mess with him. Now I've gotten over all the weird and wacky things about him. I do actually really like Sludge. But I think Snarl's just better, really. Apart from a few niggling bits. If it wasn't for those niggling bits, I'd be able to just say out and out, just better figure. But there's a few things that just not so sure. So we'll have a look at him. And I understand the body of the original was red, but I kind of think this back piece should still be silver. Even if they just went across this sort of ridge, there's a defined ridge across there. If they just went across that back piece and painted it silver like the rest, or had it as a separate piece or something, but the whole red back end, I'm not a fan of. You can fold these down, and they've got pegs on them, so you can stand a Power of the Primes guy on it, which I have actually got handy. Hey, let's do that. I've never done this before because I thought it looked stupid. Let's see how bad it really looks. If I can get the guy out of the thing. There he is. Well, that's tight, isn't it? Belucius, keep that one to yourself. I know what you're thinking. There you go. He can stand on there, on top of a Stegosaurus. That's. Yeah, no. But he's all right. No opening and closing mouth. I know the head splits for the transformation, but on the Dino Team, whatever it was, the knockoff combining dinosaur set, that one's head opened and its mouth still opened. Raise your game, Hasbro. Or Saban as it now is. The tail droops down very, very quickly at the back, which I imagine is probably more, I want to say, realistic, as far as, you know, dinosaurs that don't exist anymore. When we've just got the bones that we've put together the way we think they work, applies to a futuristic transforming robot dinosaur. But I imagine that's more realistic. Whatever. The back legs are literally just the arms with the hands folded in. Little bit lazy. I know Sludge's front legs are the same, but they actually flatten out and all the rest of it. But this, it's literally just like the hand goes there, and it's just like the arms kinked. You could probably leave the fist out, and it wouldn't make a difference. You know. It doesn't really matter if you put the fists away. It's just a bit lazy. Because the original Snarl, the arms actually sprung out when you folded the golden dino leg bit back. The arms sprung out from inside the leg. They were like spring loaded and they popped out. The dino legs actually clipped in and held them in place. So these just folded up onto the back of the arm, and then the arm came out. But I digress. Should we transform it? Yeah, might as well. Which brings me to the worst part of this entire figure. This bit. This gold plastic, or gold coloured plastic, I don't think it's actually like chromed or anything. This is the worst bit about this entire figure. There's so many ways they could have done this and made it better or easier or whatever. This is horrible. So, with that out of the way, we're going to fold the legs back until they stop. There must be like a nudge or something, but it will tell you when it wants to stop. It's about there. Okay. Then we'll fold the head down. I might need to bring this camera up. Right. Okay, good. Now, we've got the head folded down. We're going to try and split the head, which, even though I've got some nails, it ain't easy to do. Just... Yeah, right, okay, the head's kind of split. Okay, good, right, okay, fine. Then we've got to kind of split this bit, which it doesn't want to do. You can't... right, okay. All of this... Have you ever got a cardboard box, like a flattened cardboard box, and then you try to overlay the top pieces, like fold each bit under the next bit, so that you can close a box? You ever done that? If that makes any sense. You got to kind of get one bit underneath the other, then another bit over that, and blah blah blah, and that's probably why this is somewhat flexible. Because it's awful. Like, to transform it, that's got to go into that slot, that's got to go underneath there, this ridged bit has got to go underneath there, and then this bit has also got to go underneath that. So to close it all up, you got to try and get that bit under there and that bit under there, and it's horrible. I do not like this bit at all. Do you know what all this is for? It's so they can go, oh, we'll fold that out so it can become an arm. I'm sure other Transformers have, other Combiner Wars figures have done this without that. Even if it folded from underneath and went round on top, it'd have been better than this. This is just, ugh, I don't like that bit. With that negativity out of the way, let's carry on. So now we've got that done, we sort of ring the legs, the robot legs. There's that little nudge that goes into that little groove there. The red bit sticking out slightly goes into that little groove in the leg. You can just about make out that little bit just there. So you do that, and these legs do not like holding together, so they will split apart as you're doing it. So I like to have everything neat and tidy, and have everything fold together and all that kind of stuff, and this figure just doesn't want to let me do that. There's double hinge, that's the robot knee, that's the transformation hinge. So you fold it at that hinge there. I sound like I'm being really down on this figure. I'm not down on this figure, just like I say, certain parts of the transformation I do not like, and I'm making sure you guys understand that, okay? This is going on very long, it's 8.5 minutes. Hurry up, okay. So fold that down to the back, that big square bit that sticks out the bottom goes into the underneath the head, so it keeps that in place. There's a notch there that goes into a groove there. This bit kind of goes around the leg, but again, it sort of flexes and goes wherever it wants to go. It's a bit like, look at how that's flexed. It should be nice and flat, but it doesn't want to go nice and flat, does it? Am I doing it wrong? No. Well, yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not convinced. Again, we'll do the same this side. We'll fold it around. It'll play again. All right. Okay. Maybe I've just been doing it wrong. Who knows? It's fine. Okay. So we got this. Yay! And then in here is another double hinge. This ball joint is on that piece, which hinges down there somewhere. Let's move the arm on that hinge. So you rotate it up. Can you tell I'm rushing now in case the video cuts off? Hinge that up to there. So from there to there. Bring that down, flip out the hand. That's if you even bothered from the dinosaur mode, because you could have easily left them out, it wouldn't have made a difference. Bring that up on the double hinge, there we go. And then we make sure these pals are folded out of the way. These guys, where the Titan Prime whatever guy can stand. Push this piece back, split, and it. I'm not sure if it wants to also morph or what, or push each other, but whatever, it's fine. Just fold them back. And then in here, you've then got to try and fold out the head. Fold it out to there, and push this back into place. And there we have. Now we have Snarl. And he looks awesome. All this negativity, I'm not going to lie, getting it from one state to the other is a bit of a nightmare. The leg piece, it's just not pleasant. But I can't deny it, he looks really good. I mean, look at that. He does look really good. The head's fantastic. Although these are now backwards, because I believe on the original you actually had the outside of the dino tails at there. I believe. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. But he does look really good. The legs look really nice. Again, this gold plastic does make a bit of a heel. And this curves up for the transformation to give it clearance. So you'll automatically try and stand it like that and you'll end up leaning further back than you intend. So you kind of got to do the thing I don't like doing with these figures to get them to stand up straight. You got to kind of Optimus Prime leg them, as people do. You know, you bend the knee backwards. I don't like doing that, but if it's the only way it's going to stand up straight, it's the only way it's going to stand up straight. But he does look really good. I have floor polished a couple of things, like this hinge for the head. The inside piece, I've floor polished that. These hips, I think, the knees I've done. But nothing major, just floor polish it, go to bed, get up the next day, your figure's fantastic. That's it. Where did I hide the accessories? There they are. So you got your clear sword that you can put in the hand. And he's got a clear sword. And you got this thing that you can't even plug into the arm. You put it in his hand, but so you end up either just hanging off the arm, which, as I said, it's quite loose, or you just plug it into the chest. And so it's going to shoot around. And yay, he's got body armour! Yay! Let's take that off now, shall we? For argument's sake, I'm just going to stick it in his shoulder. There you go, that's your storage. Because there's no peg holes on the back or anything. So that's your lot. Although the sword, again, the sword you can just plug, as it's wide enough, into the hole in the shoulder. You can do that. Or, I'm not sure if anyone else has noticed that, you can also get into the thigh swivel. Because I was playing and I found out, and you can do this. Don't lie to me now. There you go. It doesn't go in very far, but you can do it. He's now thigh mounted his sword. That's cool. And he is a good figure, don't get me wrong, he's a really good figure, and like I said, technically, him over Sludge, he's better. He's slightly better. There's certain things about Sludge that I might have gone, nah, they're fine, don't worry about it. And I feel like I've been a lot more generous to Sludge than I have to Snarl, and no, he just feels like a nicer figure. I love Sludge, I will support Sludge to the end of the world because he's the underdog. But Snarl's just nicer, frankly. And yeah, he's a nice figure. Your mileage may vary with this thing, and like I say, you can hip mount the sword. I wouldn't try and like put him down like that, because then it'll just pop out and you'll lose it and it'll go walkies. And mine, in the packaging, these came horribly bent. So I put a hairdryer on it, pushed it into the right place, and then blew on it quickly to try and help to dry it. But yeah, now it's pretty much straight, so that's fine. And I'm almost pushing that out just by wiggling it. So yeah, he's actually a really good figure. Would I say he's the best of the Dinobots so far? I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards Slag, which I never thought I would. Slag's actually really good. But I suppose you'll have to wait till the next part, where I'll have a bit more of a comparison of all the guys, and then I'll combine them. Yeah, that's right. You're going to have to wait for part 2. Which I'm going to release in a few days. Because I'm not going to do it now. Because I'm mean. So I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and you're all actually going to watch a part 2. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it.